Let's be real for a second. Most people think you need a lot of money to start investing. They imagine you need thousands of dollars sitting somewhere before you can even begin. But the truth is, the people who end up wealthy rarely start that way. They start small. They start where they are. And today, I'm going to show you how turning just $25 a week, something almost anyone can manage, can eventually grow into $300,000 or even pay you $3,000 a month. Now, before we dive deep, let's get one thing clear. This isn't a get-rich-quick idea. This is about understanding the power of compounding, a force so strong that it can turn your pocket change into long-term wealth if you're patient enough. So imagine this, you're 25 years old, working a regular job, and every week you put aside $25. That's just the price of one pizza night, or maybe a few cups of coffee. Instead of spending that money, you invest it. You don't think much of it at first because $25 looks small. But that's where everyone goes wrong. The small amount isn't the secret, time is. Let's say you invested in something simple like an S&P 500 index fund, which historically returns about 10% a year on average. You keep adding $25 every week, without fail, without skipping. After 1 year, you've only put in $1,300, but your money is already working for you. It's earning interest, and then that interest starts earning interest. That's the compounding effect beginning to take shape. Fast forward 10 years. You've now invested $13,000 of your own money, but guess what? Because of compounding, you could already have around $21,000 or more, and that's without doing anything fancy. Just $25 a week. Now let's move to 20 years. That same $25 a week could grow to around $76,000. You've only invested $26,000 of your own money, but you've gained $50,000 more from growth. And if you stay consistent for 30 years, the magic number, your total investment becomes $39,000, but your portfolio might be worth over $225,000. And if you push just a few years beyond that, say 35 years of discipline, that $25 weekly habit can cross the $300,000 mark. But here's the real beauty. What if you're investing in dividend-paying stocks? That means not only does your investment grow, but it also pays you cash, every 3 months. That's what we call passive income. Let's break it down. When you own dividend-paying stocks, you get paid for holding shares of a company. So let's say you've built up your investment to $300,000 after years of consistency. Many good dividend stocks pay anywhere between 3% and 10% per year. Let's use 12% just to dream a bit. That's $36,000 a year in dividends. That's $3,000 every single month, without you needing to lift a finger. You're not working for money anymore. Your money is working for you. Now let's talk about mindset, because this is where most people fail. People want fast results. They want to invest $25 and see $10,000 next month. That's not how compounding works. Compounding rewards patience. It's like planting a tree. You don't dig it up every week to see if it's growing. You water it, give it sunlight, and let time do its job. The same with investing. If you keep pulling out your money whenever the market dips, you'll never see the full power of compounding. The people who win with compounding are the ones who understand that time is their best friend. Let's say you invest $25 a week for just 1 year and stop completely. Your money will still keep growing for decades as long as it's invested. Why? Because your returns keep earning more returns. To show you how powerful this really is, consider this. If you invest $25 a week from age 20 to 60, that's 40 years of investing. You'll have invested $52,000 in total, but at a 10% annual return, your account will grow to over $600,000. And if you reinvest your dividends during those years, it could go even higher. That's how wealth is built quietly. Not overnight. Not through luck. But through time, discipline, and compounding. Now, let's talk about reinvesting dividends. Because this step right here, this small decision, is what turns regular investors into millionaires. When your dividend stocks pay you every quarter, you have two choices. You can take the cash and spend it, or you can reinvest it to buy more shares. When you reinvest, your next dividend payment becomes slightly bigger, because now you own more shares. Then that bigger payment buys even more shares. And before you know it, your dividends are paying dividends. That's the snowball effect. At first, it's small. You might earn just $2 or $3 in dividends. Then $10. Then $50. But after years of growth, you'll start earning hundreds every month, then thousands. And eventually, those dividends can cover your bills, your rent, or even replace your full-time job. That's why so many people talk about living off dividends. It's not just a dream, it's a strategy. The earlier you start, the more powerful compounding becomes. Even if you start at 18 with just $25 a week, by the time you're 60, you'll likely have more than $700,000 if you stay consistent and reinvest. But if you wait till 30 to start, you might end up with less than half that amount. That's how big a difference time makes. And don't worry about market ups and downs. They don't matter as much as you think. The key is consistency. The market might crash, it might rise, it might fall again. But if you keep investing, your average cost stays low, and you keep collecting dividends regardless. Remember, wealth doesn't come from trying to time the market. It comes from time in the market. So here's what you can do right now to start. Open a brokerage account, something simple like Fidelity, Vanguard, or Charles Schwab. Set up an automatic transfer of $25 each week into a dividend ETF like SCHD, VOO, or SPHD. Don't overthink it. Just start. Once you begin, you've already done the hardest part, starting. The rest is just consistency. Imagine yourself 10 years from now, looking at your portfolio and realizing that all you did was invest a small $25 every week, money you used to waste, and now that small decision changed your financial future. That's the power of compounding. And one day, when your dividends start rolling in, when your portfolio sends you $3,000 a month, you'll finally understand what financial freedom feels like. No boss. No 9-to-5 stress. No worries about bills. Just peace of mind, because your money now works harder than you ever did. So don't wait for the right time. The right time to start was yesterday. The second best time is today. Start small. Stay consistent. Let time do its thing. Because one day, you'll look back at that tiny $25 weekly habit and say, that was the best decision I ever made. Thanks for watching. If this video inspired you, hit the like button, subscribe, and share it with someone who needs to hear this. I'll see you in the next video, where we'll go even deeper into simple ways to make your money grow.